Average week for me looks like hell. Hell and more hell. More pain and even more pain after that every day. Well, the neck exercises, to be honest, that's all for aesthetics. I just want to look solid, you know what I'm saying? What do you think?
It's working wonders.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. No, seriously, it's just for aesthetics. Forget taking these shots at the chin. Oh, that's long. Like, I'm just trying to look good. Music is spiritual. It could be anything. It can be Brazilian, it can be Afro beats, Spanish music, rap, hip hop, you know, let's just say if you're demotivated, it can lift up your energy and stuff. So I think music is very important for me. And also rhythm, you know, when you move around, it's like almost like a dance routine, you know, when you're stepping, when you're slipping. And so, yeah, that's pretty much why I kind of listen to music and stuff.
Hey, it's wavy, sir.
It's wavy, you like that?
You got some words on that head, sir.
Serber.
Yeah. Okay, jump back. Yeah. Move, cut, jab back. No way, move. You cut and you jab back. I want to see a fast jab. We was trying to work on this reflex because as a heavyweight, most of the heavyweights are slow, but we try to get him more faster, get good reaction, so he can counter any time he's in the situation where he needs to.
To be honest, I've always had the confidence in myself because when I was a cruiserweight, I was sparring heavyweights. I sparred AJ. From the amateurs, I was sparring AJ. I was sparring Dillian White. Done hundreds of rounds with Dillian. So I was always used to sparring heavier guys and also coming in heavy. Not at my fight weight at cruiser, but heavier and being able to maintain, take the shots. I feel like with the heavyweights, it's slightly easier. As funny as it may sound, even though the punches are heavy, it is easier. And I think that's why Usyk's had a lot of success at heavyweight. I think even more success compared to cruiserweights. Cruiserweight division, I think is actually hard because you have to be fast, you have to be agile, and you have to be able to punch, and you have to have the basic fundamentals like a jab.
Done. Now you jab, pop, pop, pop. Counter with 2 punch.
You've moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. This will be your second fight at heavyweight. Can you just talk to me about what point you realised and knew that it was time to move to heavyweight?
Yeah, I think there was a point where I was doing it. I used to run a lot, you know, to lose those kgs to be able to make weight. It was hard, but then it got to a point where I started to feel fatigue. I couldn't feel my legs in the gym until I literally ate after the weigh-in. I had to recover in that short period of time. And it got to a point where I felt like the harder I trained, the longer I needed for my muscles to recover. And it got to a point where I wasn't recovering, but I was still jumping in the fights. And instead of taking the foot off the gas, you kept it going, kept it on the gas until literally like fight week. But it still wasn't enough because I wasn't eating properly. Skipped meals, and then literally weigh in and eat and try to replenish my body, but it wasn't working after a while. You know, I noticed that I need to move up a weight now. Heavyweights will never understand how it feels to make weight. Like, their experience of boxing is completely different to what a lot of us fighters that had to weigh in, had to make weight and do this throughout our careers. They experience a different type of boxing, honestly. They will never know. They will never know.
You're taking on Tommy Welch in November. This will be his biggest challenge to date. He's going to come out all guns blazing in the opening couple of rounds to try and almost prove himself.
Yeah, I can imagine he must have a lot of pressure on him. Obviously, his dad was a it's kind of fake. To be honest, I never heard of Tommy Welch until just a few weeks ago. I've never seen him fight. I've never heard his name around in a circuit. Nothing. You know, all I heard, all I knew, I just knew the face of his father. I just remember that being around Chris Eubank's team and stuff like that, and the amateurs as well. But apart from that, I didn't know who they were. Obviously, I don't underestimate any opponent. I checked his fight. You know, he seems like he's got something in him, and he's got. I've seen his interviews as well. He seems like he has confidence in him as well, which is good. You know, but one thing I do know is, you know, having the confidence and actually having a fight with somebody with my experience as well is going to be a very tough challenge. Very tough challenge. You know, being able to deal with my IQ, my punch power also, and just having a fight, you know, with somebody that's had many fights and not just against anybody, but against undefeated fighters like himself as well. You know, I think I've beaten probably like 5 or 6 undefeated fighters in my career as well, which is why, you know, I'm ranked highly, even at heavyweight. You know what I mean?
We're having a good preparation, and I don't worry much about the Tommy Welch. We'll take him easy. It's nothing special for us. It's nothing special. It's part of the journey to the World Championship title. You know, I just realized it now. We are going to.
To be honest, I don't watch too much of the opponent because you need to focus on yourself, right? You need to focus on yourself. You need to have a look, see what their key attributes are, and you can see that in a round or two. That's it. After that, you know, I believe it's better to focus on where you want to go. You know, and where I want to go. I want to fight for a title. I want to win a world title at heavyweight. So I watch the best. I watch all of the guys that are right there, and that's who I pretty much watch. So I watch like maybe one round of Tommy, and then I just go back to watching all the best guys at the division right now, and also the former guys who are champions, and that's kind of my kind of strategy, you know, because let's be real, you know, Tommy is not moving like the world champions, you know what I mean, at a heavyweight. So if I'm looking at Tommy and focusing all on Tommy, where do I really want to be in this game? Well, the neck exercises, to be honest, that's all for aesthetics. I just want to look solid, you know what I'm saying? What do you think?
It's working wonders.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Hey, they couldn't do the exercise that I just did.
No.
Trust me, they will die. No, seriously, it's just for aesthetics. Forget taking these shots at the chin. That's long. Like, I'm just trying to look good.